Hey everyone, Minecraft 1.18 just got released, and that means on my Minecraft server, or realm, we're gonna start a new world, and we're gonna start it of course in the new version. And as has been tradition for the last few servers that I ran, we're going to take a quick tour to show what everyone built on the server. So we're gonna start off at my old base. Here you can see it. It uses quite a lot of deep slate and copper. Those were of course new materials added in 1.17. It was actually quite fun to use them. I really like using deep slate. It's such a versatile material, many different varieties. I'm actually quite happy with how this tower turned out. Quite a lot of usage of the same materials, but it was actually quite fun, trying to cram as much as I could into this tower. Of course, here on the top floor, there's a lot of villagers selling every different kind of books, and there's some more villagers up in the building. And of course, I made this dome here on top of the tower. It actually makes it kind of look like a lighthouse, and it gives a great view of the surroundings. Now, below in the farm there's actually a lot of farms, but I will not show them in this video as they're not really anything special. Now I'm going to turn down the sound for the rest of the video, just so you can hear me better. Okay, over there you can see Yaron's base. Now he was nowhere near finished. I believe he wanted to make a little floating island for every biome that you can find in this game. Well, he never really got that far, but I think what he built here is beautiful. I really like the way he decorated this. Now, over here you can find Supra Normal's base. He made a beautiful house. It's full of nice details as well. I just love the way this house looks from the outside. It's such nice use of materials here. The house just looks it's just so pleasant to look at. For example, I love those planters over there, the trees, flowers around it, all the wooden supports and all those little stairs and slabs used as details. It's just a wonderful construction. The inside is nowhere near finished, but the outside does look really cool. Alright, over here we have Chris, his church. Well, it's not really a church, it has upside down crosses and stuff. This looks like a creeper accident. But yeah, lots of weird scenes in here. It's a guy with a hoe and an altar. Even a bed in this church. Quite a big building. Lots of nice details here as well in the church, and of course a huge portal over here. Quite a lot of people cooperated on the server to actually build this church, because the original builder Chris left it half finished. So yeah, nobody likes half finished building. So yeah, quite a few people got together to finish it. Now over here you can find another church. It's made by a few people to actually oppose the church that's over there with the upside down cross. Now this church is beautiful. Yeah, looks very imposing. Huge roof, lots of nice decorations. I also love the colored glass. And the inside of the church is also beautiful. See all these benches here, and there's even a church organ over on the top, which has a redstone circuit that plays, I believe it plays Baby Shark. Yeah, beautiful organ, and really nice use of these banners here as well. Now over here you can find my raid tower. So basically there's some villagers under here, so what I would do is, if I ever got bad omen, I would go through to this tower with using a portal, which is here on the inside. Then there's a lever over here which you can pull, and then when you do that, a lot of pistons extend around the tower. So mobs that spawn for the raid basically cannot get in. but they will all be funneled through this entrance over here, because this is the closest to where the villages are. And whenever someone steps here on the pressure plate, it's gonna hurt. I also liked filling it with rockets, fire charges, all kinds of stuff. Well, this is one of the redstone contraptions I'm pretty proud of. Right over here you can find Adam's tower, or can of rabbit holes. This is just an insanely large building, probably one of the largest buildings on the server. Yeah, there's lots of stone bricks and vines in a big spiral pattern. I believe he said he tried to make the Tower of Babylon. Also inside the building, yeah, lots of nice decorations, lots of carpet, lots of different floors, and yeah, this building is just full of contraptions, farms, etc. Yeah, always when we were around this building, we could see our frame rate drop. This actually is bad. It's a huge throne room. I think this is a really impressive build. Now, lots more stuff is inside this building, but I don't want to make the video too long, so we're gonna move on to the next building. Well, and actually when I say building, now I actually mean buildings. Here you can see the shopping district of the town. It's just full of nice shops, beautiful buildings. I will just start over here at this entrance to the town, and I'll finish at the far end. Okay, over here we have Amy's bookstore. Amy just loves selling books to people. I built this building together with her. I mostly did the outside, and she decorated on the inside. It has 3 floors, each with different books to be sold. Yeah, I think this is just a wonderfully decorated building. Here you can see the town map. It's always fun to have one of these wherever you build something. Over here you can see a shop from Adam. I believe he sold a lot of armor here, which he got from his villagers. It's always nice to have an armor shop in town. Here we have a bone shop. Quite nicely decorated with bones. There's something I place here. This is a rare wither dragon. I'm glad it didn't awake. Several more shops here. You can see a honey shop. Beautiful. Here's a shop that sells ice and snow. Here's Adam's iron shop. Here's a dye shop. This is a Brewy McShopface. This potion shop. Well, this used to be a very small shop, but Carp Runner expanded it, and now it's a huge shop which sells every kind of potion. Even has several armor stands here for decoration. It's quite insane. Of course, a huge window here at the back, which actually gives quite a nice view here of the quest hall, which is our next destination. Okay, over here you can find the quest hall. It's a building I created, and basically how it works is people could just take a book, write a quest in it, and then put it somewhere over here, and basically other people could simply try to do the quest, and then in the chest behind it there will be some kind of reward, usually diamonds. I think it's a really fun way to get people to do stuff for each other, and to get people to help each other out. So yeah, it's always fun also to just post some quests, just to give people something fun to do in the server. So if you have your own server with friends, I can really recommend making something like this. Hey, here's Carp Runner's axolotl shop. Yeah, lots of axolotls here for sale. And yeah, there's also something down here. I believe it was like a secret hole where you could get a blue axolotl, which are very difficult to get nowadays. You can actually find one here in this box. Over here is a slime shop, also beautifully made. Really cool design. Here's a wool shop, a sheep head. Here's Amy's colored glass shop. Very modern building. I really like the way this looks. Here's an explosive shop. It actually sells TNT and rockets. I was quite proud of this design. They're decorated with lots of these this dripstone and different kinds of materials, just to give it a bit of a mesa feel. Here's Adam's villager shop. Of course, looks like a big villager head. Here's Albad's, I believe it's a hack shop. You could order, or you could pay him to actually get him to do some tricks for you. Can be quite useful. Amy's aquarium shop, which sells fish. A suicide booth. Best not go in there. And over here we have one of my favorite shops. Well, actually it's also a shop that I made. It's the high-end goods shop. So yeah, you actually reach it by going into this cave and into the portal. The shop itself is actually in the Nether. So if we go through this portal, we end up in this really dark room full of crying obsidian and also flames, so it's actually quite dangerous. Here in the middle you can see the dragon egg. And then here, if you go up these stairs, you can find all these these high-end goods, like you can find wither roses, ender chests, dragon heads, music discs, but they're somewhere over there in the middle. We also sell elytras, tridents, yeah, all kinds of expensive goodies. So this was actually a really good idea, because we made tons of diamonds over here. Okay, over here, just out of town, we have my volcano shop. Yeah, I was also quite proud of this. So I just put a volcano here in the middle of the land. Again, lots of different blocks for use for decoration. And actually, the way you enter this shop is by using a potion of fire resistance, and then you can enter the volcano through the lava here. You drop down into a lava puddle here, and then over here you have all these chests with goodies that are for sale. And here's also Big Bird, the pork shop owner. Okay, we're gonna go for a little flight now, and I'm going to show you what Trumafarium built over here. This is really cool. Over here you can see Truma Land. Trumafarium built all of this. Over here you can see some booths where you can buy tickets for the park, or you can just jump over the gates here. I really love these gates. It says Truma Land in these really nice colors. Trumafarium built several rides over here. This is actually a creeper farm, I believe. Pretty clever to actually let people visit the park generate creepers in this farm. Over here you can see one of these launched freefall towers. I think we can actually ride it. Looks like someone pushed this minecart. If we press the button over here, you can see the minecart actually jump up and down this tower. I think this is a really cool design. Very neat. Okay, I'm gonna quickly exit. Over here you can see a swinging ship. It's actually a minecart in there which travels up and down a track. And over here we have some bumper cars. Actually some zombies went into these bumper cars. And if we go over here, and here there's actually a small roller coaster. Now, we're a roller coaster tycoon community, so I think it's only right that we actually ride the roller coaster. So yeah, it's just like one of those typical wild mouse coasters, which actually translate into Minecraft pretty well. They also have very sharp unbanked turns, just like the minecarts in Minecraft do. Yeah, quite simple layout. I really like the way Trumafarium did the supports on this coaster. Looks like a lot of these trapdoors. And over here, we're back at the station. Okay, over here you can see our Nether hub. So basically it starts here at my old base, and from there it branches out in 4 different directions. We've actually already visited a lot of the places that are named here. But yeah, I now want to show you Trumafarium space. Yeah, Trumafarium actually dug out a huge hole underground, and that's where he built this huge space here. He also used lots of deep slate and glowstone to make these really cool patterns here on the wall, but also on the ceiling. I'm not going to show the entire base, but I think this room is probably one of the most impressive things that he built on the server. Yeah, also these hallways, they also look pretty nice. Lots of deep slate, lots of dark materials. Also a spider spawner, I believe. Yeah, it's actually fun that yeah, it's so big that you can actually easily fly around in here. Right over here we have Carp Runner space. He always likes to carve his bases into the mountains. So yeah, this is a large winding base, lots of different tunnels, connections. And his base is basically just a giant farm. There's just tons of little farms everywhere. It's a rabbit farm, looks like. There's a chicken farm here somewhere. Just tons of different kinds of farms. That's just the way Carp Runner likes to build. So some farm fields here, just more farms. Also quite a nice storage over here. Some utility rooms. Yeah, just a very cool base. It looks like an axolotl warrior. Also pretty cool. So yeah, something which we enabled on this server is extra mob heads. So it's actually really fun to collect a lot of them. Alright, the nether tunnels extend a long way in that direction. Not gonna show all of it in this video. Anyway, if we go behind Trumafarium space, he actually made a hole in the nether roof somewhere over there. So if we go up there, then you can actually see some of the farms we built over there. If we go up here you can see the gold farm that I made. This is basically Il Mango's design. Right, here's our gold farm. So basically how it works is you anger one of the pigs, and then a lot of them will come to the inside. And basically inside these holes there's 24 minecarts. So all the pigs that fall down here, they get suffocated and die. And yeah, when they do that, they actually give XP. So that's a really fast way to get experience in this game, but also to repair your weapons. Probably works even better than the Enderman farm. And the nice thing about this is that you can also just be AFK here while you automatically gather XP. So I actually left the game running overnight a few times, and it's always nice to wake up with several hundred levels of XP. Well, and when you have all that gold from the farm, what do you do with it? Well, over here I built a pigman bartering farm. There's 24 piglins in there, and this little setup here, it throws gold at them, and it will get pushed over this item sorter here, and all the stuff ends up in these chests over here. So yeah, quite useful. Bartering is pretty OP in this game, so you get a lot of useful items, and a lot of it ended up in my shops, but also in my builds. It's a great way to get really useful items. Now over here you can see a hoglin farm. Now this is a really useful way, a really easy way to get a lot of food in this game. So basically you make several layers of this. I found this tutorial somewhere on YouTube. I don't remember who was actually the person who came up with this design or came up with the video. But you will probably find it if you search for something like an easy hoglin farm. It's a really simple design, and basically if we go on top of this platform here, then you can already see the hoglins spawn. You can actually see them all the way down there, and they're now burning in the fire. And yeah, all the drops end up in the chests, and it just fills up like crazy. Alright, our server of course also has an Enderman XP farm over at the Stronghold. So let's just quickly go in that direction. Now I wanted to have a really cool portal room for the end portal. So I actually I basically placed a lot of black concrete over here just to make the room very dark. Some crying obsidian next to the portal to make to make effect like it's glowing a bit here. I think this was a pretty cool design for the portal room. Let's jump in. And over here you can see our simple design for Enderman farm. So a big platform up there, and all the Endermen drop down this shaft here. Now I could have made the platform lower, this whole farm lower, but I didn't really feel like it, because this is usually enough to get a good amount of XP just by killing these poor Endermen. But yeah, if you build it lower, obviously the spawn rate of these Endermen will increase. Not really sure if it's still like that in 1.18, but I guess we're gonna find out about that quite soon. So made a little device here just so I can get rid of ender pearls. Just put the ender pearls in, and it's just constantly flinging them over the side here. Okay, I also made a second base after I got tired of the old one. Now I never finished this base, but it does have some cool rooms that I want to show in this video. So here's the portal room. It's actually heavily based off of the portal room that Cupfan built in the Hermitcraft. I really like the crack in the wall design, and of course also this lava floor here. These red brick columns. I thought his portal room was really cool, so I wanted to have something like that. And Amy actually came in and also put some striders down there. Now here's the main hallway of the building. Kind of has like a tropical vibe, which I really enjoy. So lots of sandstone and white terracotta. Also a little door here with pistons. Always fun to have something like this. Now I already said this building is nowhere finished, but I'm quite happy with how far we got with it. Little bedroom here, and here's a huge storage system. I actually made a tutorial on how to make a storage system like this. It's actually semi-automated. So here's some input chests, and above every chest there's actually several sorters, just so you can sort several different items in every chest, or in every stack of chests. Quite a nice storage system. I quite enjoyed using it for the short duration that I actually used it. Over here you can see some nice buildings that were created by Amy. Very nice usage of different materials. Nicely decorated as well with these flowers, with this copper. She's really getting better at this game. So I cannot wait to see what she's gonna build in the next version of our server. Over here you can see the base from that human being, Alex. Now it's nowhere near finished, looks like, but yeah, I really like the way he did his walls. Previously he really always used only a few materials, but he now mixed several materials in, and it just makes these walls look so much better. So it's a shame he couldn't finish it, but I think this is a really nice way to do some cool looking walls. Okay, the last thing I want to show in this video is the theme park. No, it's again, the theme park is nowhere near finished, but we did put some really cool attractions in there. So let's quickly take a look. Alright, here's our theme park. So this is the portal. I kind of gave it like a Greek or classical style building for it. Over here you can see our Spleef arena. We actually used it for a big Spleef tournament, which was really fun to do. Here you can actually see the floor. So basically for Spleef you dig out the floor under your opponent's feet. And the nice thing about this arena is all the dirt actually gets collected again at the bottom of the arena. And I built several machines with pistons under this building, which will actually repair the floor again after a round. So that was really nice, and this tournament was actually a lot of fun. And just to fill up this hill over here, I actually built a huge mushroom on top of the arena. I thought that was quite a fun touch, especially since the theme park is all built on a mushroom island. Now over here I built a really fun mini game. So you can see this cave over here that I built with this entrance. And basically it's a mini game that I came up with. Basically when someone presses this button here, out comes a pickaxe which only has a little bit of durability. And people who come here can only use this pickaxe, and then they can simply mine in this cave. And then they can keep all the ore they dig out. But there's also these barrels hidden in here, which all had a lot of nice goodies. Some of them even had beacons. There were a few with diamonds. Well, basically we really spoiled the people who came to play this game, because the pickaxes had way too much durability and the barrels were filled with way too expensive stuff. But it was all good. It was all really fun. And of course at the very end of this cave, well, it's quite a long winding cave. At the very end there was actually a full suit of netherite armor. I think that was a really great price. Here you can see what all the players paid to actually join this game. I believe every pickaxe cost them 1 block of diamond. Well, it's really fun to make a mini game like this. It's also really fun for the players to actually play in it. Oh, over here Adam built a hedge maze. No, I'm not going to walk through the entire hedge maze in this episode, but I can probably fly over it quickly. It was a pretty fun design. I actually went through it once together with Amy. that was actually quite fun. Now over here we have a mini game designed by Adam. Now I don't actually have any diamonds on me right now, so I'm just going to gently open this door. And over here there's a mini game with slime blocks. So basically it's kind of a maze, and there's several buttons that you can press. And for example, when you stand on top of this slime block, you press the button, it bounces you up and then off into that direction. And then you have to find your way back, or to the exit. Over here is a bouncy castle. Basically these honey blocks and slime blocks all bump up and down really fast. And finally there's just one more thing that I want to show in this video. It's probably the most insane thing that someone has built on this server. This roller coaster was made by a soap and butter sandwich. he spent a long time on it, and it's just insane. I believe there's something like 20 inversions or something, and it just goes on and on and on and on. It's a really incredible build. So yeah, that's what I will finish this episode with a ride on this insane roller coaster. Okay, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all the talking I'm going to do. We will start a new server soon on 1.18. If you're interested in joining, you must be a trusted member on my Discord community. You can find the link to my Discord server in the video description. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're going to enjoy the ride that I'm gonna take on this coaster. And I'll see you again in the next video. See you later.